Hey, this is Amy Lee from Evanescence, and you're listening to ICRT FM 100.
ICRT. Hello, listeners and viewers of ICRT. I am Joey, yes, and this is another one of our Reaching Out segments where we reach out to a celebrity that is either halfway or all the way around the world. And today we have a great chance to talk to one of my personal idols, my favorite musicians, and of course, our favorite musical act. We have the very awesomely talented Amy Lee from Evanescence. Hello, Amy.
Hi, Joey. Thanks for having me on.
No, thank you for connecting with us. From wherever you are, where are you right now?
I am home like everybody else in the world. I live in Nashville. I've lived in New York for years, and we just moved to Nashville last year. So we're in our new place. Been hunkered down for quite a while now. The days are kind of running together, but we're good. We're healthy. We have a lot to be grateful for sure. I know a lot of people are suffering a lot, but I'm here with my husband and my 5-year-old son. We're all driving each other crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Jack is 5 now. Yeah. It's got to have a lot of energy. Is it hard to keep him home?
Yeah, it's definitely an energy difference between him and us, and it's just us. So he's just needing to run. I'm glad to be where we are. We have a big backyard now, so he can run and hunt for worms and whatever, but the weather's been pretty bad. So we've been kind of indoors watching a lot of movies for sure. Going back to a lot of movies I loved when I was a kid and watching those with him.
Well,
been kind of
fun. You and I were around the same age and probably grew up watching a lot of the same stuff, like, I don't know, Bambi and Dumbo. And really though they were Disney productions, they were kind of dark, right? But they taught us important, valuable life lessons, that life is not always rainbows and unicorns. The bitter truth, if you will, which happens to be the title of the new upcoming album. Now, is that maybe the theme of the album?
It wasn't about the young age part, but yeah, just about not living in denial. There's a lot of lies in the world right now. And I am definitely facing a moment where I just want truth. And oftentimes it is more bitter to know the truth, but so much better than, I don't know, being under someone else's control or not knowing what's going on or living in a bubble and not actually tasting life. I'd rather have the truth. And it's also just about growing up, going, all right, somebody's got to be the grown up here. Let's do this. And then you can really experience what's going on around you, right? But it does take living through things, to get there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, you see the problem, you face it, and then you come to some sort of resolution, like thesis, antithesis, synthesis, right? And by the way, speaking of synthesis...
Nice transition. That was good. That was smooth.
I love the Synthesis project, by the way. And really, if you think about it, that's only a year and a half ago. Is that energy still with you while you create now?
That's so crazy. So much has happened since then. Yeah. Weird when you say that. That was a really, really cool experience. We all learned a lot, and it was a challenge. It was something that when we started out on that tour in particular, with the live experience being such a live experience where so many different people were playing their instruments together in that one night only, in a way that's so volatile and so beautiful at the same time. Just it's hard to explain what it was like, but it was really, really good for us. And it was scary at first. It was quiet. We were sitting instead of rocking out and hiding behind strobe lights. It was a lot of exposure, and as scary as that was at first, especially for the guys.
Why do you say that? Why
they just hate sitting down? They're like, I have to sit here. I can't rock out. Like everybody's looking at me. It's quiet. This is the opposite of what we were trained to go for. It was beautiful, and we've done a bunch of touring since then that was back up on our feet rocking again. Which has been the perfect precursor for us, like gearing towards new music. So we just kind of wanted to start by getting to the roots of who we are now as a band, as a live band in particular, grooving together, jamming together, obviously being familiar with the old music. And even as we do our older songs live, we're always putting some kind of a new spin on it that makes it us now, like, right, even if it's in small nuances. So taking all that stuff and then going, okay, and in between tours, starting the writing process started about a year ago. It's sort of forcing me to just like do what I gotta do. So I'm in here hunkering down, getting in the studio, getting weird, you know.
Well, I mean, as fans, we're kind of glad that you've been forced to stay home and create music for us to enjoy. Of course, we understand it's hard work to not be able to, you know, to do it without being able to go outdoors and look for inspirations, or maybe to have access to some of the resources that you did before. For example, I mean, the first single off this album, Wasted on You, the music video is shot entirely where you are right now.
In our home.
Right. And I'm guessing your husband, Josh, has to man the camera while, you know, you take some moving shots of you. Did he have a gimbal or something?
Yeah, he did. He's the one who had it. Thank God. I'm the one who's always like, we don't need any tech. I don't have anything. He's like, I have this thing. I bought it because I was playing with it and now you can use it. Yeah, he helped me a lot. He actually took that album cover photo too. I had the idea in my head. I had the idea in my head and I was like, we need this now. So can you do it? And he was like, all right, let's do this. And we were like Sharpieing on mints and taking photos and pretending to be photographers.
Well, hey, I think you guys did fabulously. And by the way, are you currently in the space where you create
I'm
music?
in my studio right now. I usually write in here. I've got a lot of keyboards here. I have Pro Tools happening. And all my toys when I was in high school, they're up on the shelves, and Rainbow Bright makes an appearance once in a while. Anyway, yeah, I've got everything that I need in here to throw a scratch down. I can't do everything the band can do, obviously. So my role is usually coming up with like the basic like skeletons, like the lyrics, like the vocal melodies and the chord progressions. And then from there, it's like, all right, who's got an idea? Or sometimes it starts with a riff or a drum beat first. Beats are usually a good inspiration for me, but I like to go through just my synth libraries and sample libraries and like listen for sounds and beat ideas and then just start singing over them sometimes and create something that's usually sounds much more electronic than it does in the end. And then we turn it into a rock song together. But sometimes some of those parts stay.
Well, there you go. Ladies and gents, viewers and listeners of ICRT, you're now looking at the womb of Evanescence's new album, The Bitter Truth. But Amy, when is the new album going to come out?
This year. We're just gonna keep releasing one by ones for a little while.
Okay.
And the plan is to drop like the back half of it by the end of the year. And just be like, okay, here's the whole thing. So I don't know exact date yet. We kind of have to wait on what's going on, but we're just going to keep releasing what we have and recording what we can and get it out.
Okay. Well, there you go, fans. Evanescence's new album, The Bitter Truth, is penciled in for the back half of 2020. And along the way, we'll have a lot of new singles to enjoy. It's been great to speak with you, Amy Lee from Evanescence. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for talking to me, Joey.